There is a romance in Re:Zero that deeply divides the fandom, and it's not just because of the 5-year age gap. I'm talking about Felt and Reinhard. Beyond any debate, the author has left crystal clear clues that his ultimate goal is to make this couple canon. Let me explain why Tappei Nagatsuki has such blatant favoritism for this ship. To start, in the world of Re:Zero, there is a legendary love story between two young people from worlds and personalities that are complete opposites, Wilhelm and Theresia. They met in a beautiful field of flowers on the outskirts of the capital, many decades before the series began. And guess where Reinhard and Felt first crossed paths? Exactly in that same spot. Sure, today that area is fully urbanized and there are no flowers left, but the parallel is undeniable. And the most curious part is that this detail isn't mentioned in the novels. It was the author himself who revealed in a Q&A session that the meeting place is exactly the same, making his intention for history to repeat itself very clear. But the author doesn't just make these comments on his Twitter account. He also uses the characters within his work to create more situations like this. When Theresia was alive, her best friend was Carol Remedis. She was a good person who truly valued Theresia and stayed by her side her whole life. Because of how close they were, Carol felt that, as a friend, she couldn't just hand Theresia over to any old idiot. Too bad Theresia ended up falling for the biggest idiot of the time. Don't take it the wrong way. Carol knew Wilhelm was an idiot, but she also knew that deep down, he would love and take care of his beautiful wife for the rest of his life. So, she had no choice but to give in and tell him she was entrusting her friend to him. Years would pass, and Theresia's son would eventually have his own child. Due to external circumstances, Carol had to look after the young boy to the point where she essentially raised him as her own son. Now that she's getting on in years, she's afraid of leaving the poor guy alone. And once again, she feels she needs to find someone to look after Reinhard, just as she once entrusted Theresia to Wilhelm. And this search would come to an end when, one day, a radiant girl with blonde hair and crimson eyes appeared. Someone who wasn't at all impressed by the knight's supernatural qualities. Instantly, Carol knew she could trust this girl with Reinhard. So, one day, she tells the girl she can rest easy knowing she can leave the boy in her care. Felt doesn't understand what she's talking about, but she doesn't care. The grandma makes food far too delicious to get upset over something she doesn't get. There's also the occasion where someone abandons a baby and Reinhard and Felt are forced to raise it temporarily until they find its family. But that's a story you don't know yet. So, do you still think the author doesn't want to pair them up? Remember, I've started a series on cut content here on the channel.